Hello.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Welcome to the
Hello,
last
humans.
show. 2024 is gone.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
crazy.
Madago, Radicus, Synth Spacies. He said I was trying to figure out where that music was coming from. Oh, you had the stream open, waiting for it to go live. True fan, good lad. 2024 is almost done. And the big giveaways tonight.
Ooh.
And it is
It will
our
look good on my desk.
Game of the Year special.
Hey,
AJ?
little goatee. What's up, AJ? Cheers.
What's up? I've got my apple juice.
Yep, I got iced tea.
Oh, the first sip of apple juice is always...
Why is it spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like April. I was just saying to Seal the other night that like we're a month away, month or 2 months away from Harry going into year 4. Like that's insane. It feels like a couple months ago it was still a fucking baby.
Reheated clams.
Oh yeah, it goes in length.
Why is mine the shortest? Oh well. All right, excited for the show. Oh, Madago's in there with a $7 or $8 super chat. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, good sir.
Trying to earn special favour for the big giveaway.
Save more votes.
Nah, it's all done. It's all done.
Wow.
Michael's not used to seeing paper inside these kind of bags.
If you squint your eyes, it still looks the same.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Fixed, done. Hey! Now it's a party.
Yeah, it is the last show of the year after all.
Looks like evidence.
Yeah, we're just talking about Indiana Jones, Madago. I haven't got it installed yet. I think Luke said he's going to do it after the show as well.
Yeah, I'll install it and give it a try. I had no hopes for this game. I thought it was going to be garbage, but all of the things that I've heard about it have been, it's not so bad. Not great, but apparently it's all right. Passable.
Passable's about the theme for 2024, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Az. Hello.
G'day, Az.
Hello.
All right. Well, hopefully we can fill the seats tonight because it is a big night.
Bases, it's Tomb Raider with less boobs. Tomb Raider is Tomb Raider with less boobs now. It's the way of the world.
Tomb Raider's got all that ass. Those swimming scenes. Oh, underwater. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
Fucking
No idea.
never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about.
Game of the year, people are saying.
Tomb Raider Rule 34.
For Indiana Jones, nah, not likely.
We all know what next year's Game of the Year is going to be. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. It could come out an absolute broken mess, and it will still get Game of the Year.
GTA 6?
GTA 6. Even if they push it to 2026, it'll still get Game of the Year next year.
The
We
most
should just film that bit
anticipated.
now.
Yeah, just film it. Game of the Year, yay! GTA 6. Have you played it? Not yet. But we know.
We know.
We know.
Hey, Dan.
Dan.
G'day, buddy.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hello.
I'm so not hyped up for GTA 6. How can you not be?
Yeah.
I can't wait to just get in the car, run down idiots, go out and beat up people, and then when I get home, I can play GTA 6.
That's on the way home to play it.
Yeah. Just the scale, like the scope of it, should be enough to get you hyped just to experience that kind of freedom, I think. New Monster Hunter from AJ.
Yeah, not a game I can get into. I know there's a massive following for those Monster Hunter games, but actually, I was
I've
just
never played one.
talking to a guy at work who's getting right into it as well. But yeah, it doesn't interest me. I tried. I got given
I've tried. Can't do it.
a review copy of a game once, and I just could not get into it. Hated it.
I was like that with the Dragon Age games.
Oh yeah, I don't get into them either.
I can't get into them. That's why I didn't even bother with the last one.
Yes, Radicus, we know you want Fable.
Yeah, we know. Feel left out.
That's all right. Just give Microsoft time to fuck it, and then they'll release it. Be another Crackdown 3. Even I'll give Fable a go.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. You'll have Avowed out in February, I think it is, which should scratch a bit of the Fable itch.
And Fable's got Richard Ayoade in it.
I like him. He's funny.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think all the guys on those British shows, like Taskmaster.
Oh, Taskmaster's the best.
8 out of 10 Cats.
Yeah.
Countdown, all that sort of like those comedians that are on there. They're all top tier.
Hysterical.
All right, we got 30 seconds, and then we're starting the show. There's a new intro too, special one for tonight. So
have a look, crank it up, get into it.
We'll see you on the other side of the intro. It all fucking goes according to plan.
Fingers crossed.
See you there.
moving through electric veins. Memories of battles won, dangers on the fading sun. Fans unite in final cheer, celebrating through the years. Monsters tell stories told, legends crafted from the mold. Shouting loud, last nights, pixel warriors, endless fights. End of journey, no more lies. AGExp Show your demise. Shouting loud, last nights, pixel warriors, endless fights. End of journey, no more lies. AGExp Show your demise. Demise, demise, demise. Demise.
Hey, g'day everyone, and welcome to episode 415 of the AGExp Show, the Game of the Year special, and the last show of the year, and the show where we're going to give away our big giveaway, which we've been talking about all year, to one of you lucky viewers. Welcome, Snoogs and Michael. How are you?
Hello.
Howdy, howdy. How are we all, boys?
Very good. It's just unusually nervous for this show because I made some changes, and that always spells disaster for the setup and all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah.
so far, so
it's been
good.
It's been a big year, though, hasn't it, mate? It's been a big year in the gaming world. We've had a lot of
Rubbish.
a lot of rubbish, a lot of flops, a lot of mid-level stuff. We've had a couple of gems in there, though, so that's been it's been a good thing. Not like we've had in the previous years, but still enough to have a bit of fun with. But are you excited about talking about them tonight?
Absolutely. Here we go. Here's the first mistake that I've done. I was supposed to print off the list of members so I could give them a massive shout out because they were awesome and helped us all through the year. However, I didn't print it. So thank you very much to all of our members. You guys know who you are. You guys are absolutely
super
awesome.
chatted $10. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to all you guys and everyone in chat.
Thank you very much, Sid Spacies, for the $10
thank you.
super chat. You absolute legend. And yes, Merry Christmas to you too, Spacies. So yeah, Michael's has joined us because God's having the week off, apparently.
Yeah, stepping in. Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Thanks for coming along. You're going to give us your game of the year and all that sort of stuff tonight as well?
I certainly am, yeah.
Otherwise,
Looking
it'd be
forward to
kind
it.
of fucking pointless you being here.
Yeah, I'll just sit here and cheers on. Good list, Luke.
I've played that one.
You know he's missing from the chat, though. I bet he's forgotten.
He'll call you in a minute. All right.
Yeah, he'll ring me and go, when's the show on?
Shit, bro, the show. I forgot.
Wraithy, where is Wraithy? Should I ring him?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
Bring
I'll
him.
ring him.
I'm pretty sure you did.
My. How the turntables?
I'll call him
I think
later.
we did.
What's that?
Called him last. Was it the last game of the year one as well?
I think it might have been, yeah.
I don't know. Let's find him on here.
On speaker. That's a dangerous game to play, but let's do it. He's probably staying
No,
awake
it's
because I'm
muted
drinking
my
his script
headphones.
tonight.
I can't hear you guys.
It's all right. We can just
Hopefully you
talk
guys
shit
can
for
hear
a bit.
this.
We can hear.
Must be busy.
Ah,
You have reached the message bank of
Oh,
044995.
Stop.
he's been arrested.
Yeah.
It was a good run, Nick. Let's come to an end someday.
Say hi to Leo for me. Anyway, he might show up halfway through the show. Who knows? All right, you had to quickly hang up, man. Going to give his mobile phone number away on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
didn't even think of that.
Did not do that. All right. Let's kick it off. Unless you guys got anything else to say, you ready to kick it off?
No, let's get into it.
All right, fantastic. We're going to start off with honourable mentions. All right, who wants to go first with honourable mentions?
Oh, you kick it off, Brent.
Don't jump in all at the
I'll
same
kick
time.
it off.
Yeah.
Just because it almost made my top 5 list, and a recent reshuffling has bumped it off. But I'm going to go straight in with Balatro. Incredibly addictive, really satisfying, and I think there's, on the surface, although it looks like a poker light, there's a nice bit of depth and strategy behind it. With the Joker cards you collect, the deck building aspect. So, yeah, for me, that's an honorable mention. It's just really well executed. It doesn't try to do anything dramatic, but it just does everything really perfectly. The sound design on it, it's kind of like, I think of it like almost like a poker machine. Like, it's that addictive and satisfying. I can see why people get hooked on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but that's my honorable mention.
Well, you got me into
Currently
this
obsessed
game,
with it.
and while I did get hooked for a few days, it's actually on my honourable mention list as well.
Okay, cool.
However, as I was saying to you, I think it was today, I played it quite a fair bit, but I can't win any of them. You were showing in the Discord all your fantastic wins. I've not won once. I fail every time. Sometimes I get so good in the beginning that I'm just absolutely decimating it with one hand, and then it gets so far into the actual round that I just then don't get any better, so to speak.
See, this is where I think the strategy of the jokers you hold and the order you place them and stuff really starts coming into play.
Wait, the order that they are up the top matters?
Yeah.
Oh god,
absolutely.
see, that's a mechanic I didn't
you
even
can
know about.
shuffle them around. So if you get your plus multipliers and you've got a times multiplier, you'll obviously put your times one at the end. So it does all your adds and then gets your times in. Even the cards you play, you can reorder them. So if you've got a joker, for example, that is a ×2 multiplier on face cards, and you're doing an ace straight, if you move your king to the left, it plays that first, so you activate that joker.
Oh my god, see, I don't have the brain capacity for that kind of genius play. I just go, that's a hand, throw that in. That's a joker, put that up there.
And then I see what I find with it as well. It's like, if you're playing a particular strategy
Graticus
on, like, say, your
_USM super chatted $10. Thanks for all your hard
sweet.
work this year. You guys are legends. Even Grim.
Oh,
Thanks, Radicus.
thank you for the $10
buddy.
super chat,
It hurt
Radicus.
to type that last bit.
And the backhanded
Love you.
compliment for Grim. And
yeah,
welcome,
like
Wraithy.
Hey, Z made it.
Yeah.
What was bail? But
he's second nut.
But yeah. So, and like I said, if you get those planet cards, so you can upgrade the level of your hands as well. So you might go down a particular strategy of just focusing on like 2 pairs, for example, and level that one right up. So that might end up being worth more than a straight flush or something later in the game if you've leveled it up enough and you're playing the right jokers with it. So the deck building is where the strategy and that comes into it, and that's what I've been really enjoying. So I've won with pretty much every deck I've unlocked so far, except the bloody red deck, the one you start with. I just can't get a win on it.
Oh, you poor
Fill my
thing.
head in.
But yeah, you got me onto it. I like it. It made my honourable mentions. Great game. Recommend it. I've been playing it mostly on my phone because there's Balatro Plus that's part of the Apple Arcade. So I didn't have to pay for it. It's already part of a subscription I already have. So it was free to play on my phone. So I've got it on there, and it's $15, I think, if you don't have Apple Arcade. So yeah, and it works brilliantly on the phone as well. So I played on there.
I am not doing that. I will not get my life back if I do that. So
Oh,
Yeah,
good luck
it's
to you.
been really fun. I really just got it because it got nominated, and I started seeing a few TikToks and stuff about it, and I'm like, I'm just going to check it out. I don't see what's so cool about it. And yeah, four
It's good.
hours later, I'm like, yeah, this is good.
Straight
Very
into it.
impressive.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
what's Pat? What's yours?
Well, I've got two. I haven't put any videos together for these, so just
That's
bear
all right.
with me. One of them's from this time last year, actually, the release of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Now, I've been meaning
this-
to try this game. I think it's on Game Pass now. Is that right?
I haven't looked for it. I'm not sure, but it
think
is
it's on
rather
Game
cheap
Pass.
at the moment, I believe.
I'll have a look because I've been wanting to try it as well.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
played it.
it's look for all intents and purposes, it's Far Cry, but with an Avatar skin on it. But that's being said, it is absolutely gorgeous. Just an absolutely really beautiful game to play, and for someone that enjoys Avatar and the story surround it, it's really good how it's done, how the story unfolds, and the way that the game is actually well paced for a Ubisoft title. It's always wants you coming back to finish it. And yeah, I've gone out, I've bought the DLC packs for it. My daughter absolutely loves it as well. And all in all, it's been a good fun game and a good.
So, can I ask, Snoogs, what do you actually do in the game? Are you
So
trying to
you're
protect the-
no. So what you are is you're you were taken from your family as a child and raised by the humans to then try and sort of be able to interact back with the Na'vi, but have it from a human point of view, sort of thing.
Oh,
And then shit hits a fan, you end up getting out and finding that you're part of this particular tribe that doesn't exist anymore. You're like the last of them. They were known as storytellers throughout, so it's your job to then go and effectively, this is where I say it's like Far Cry, you're liberating the areas and getting the Na'vi back and being able to get rid of all the polluted areas. And
so is that what we're looking at now? This is the humans have taken over this bit, and you're trying to liberate it and rejuvenate
So
it, I guess.
You can see it's all black there. It's all polluted.
Yeah.
So you go in and you remove, like, for instance, like an oil rig type thing.
Oh yeah.
You go and destroy it, what needs to be done, and then gradually the forest will retake over that land and grow it and become greener and whatnot again. So you go and do that through different sections throughout the map, and then ultimately, finish it and clear everything out, and yeah, everyone's happy.
Save the forest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention, you actually feel big and a bit of a badass as well. So
Yeah. Okay.
well,
Cool.
good.
All right.
And
oh, sorry.
do you want to know the other one, or
Go ahead.
tit for tat?
Sure.
All right. The other one's pretty straightforward, and I think everyone would know this. It would have been my game of the year, except for a self-imposed cannot be DLC nominated.
Yeah.
So that is Destiny 2: The Final Shape. Final Shape released in June this year. It was the completion of the Light and Dark saga, and it was the perfect end to the story. It just really it ticked all the boxes that I wanted. New powers, brought back a lot of brought back a big character from the story that we'd lost. Added more things to it, different sides, different parts of the story to build, and different characters and how they build and grow and everything like that. It was just all in all a perfect end to the Light and Dark saga. We could talk
Glad
about
you enjoyed it, mate.
yeah.
So what was the ending, mate? Let's spoil it for everyone. No, I'm joking.
No, it's good when someone's really passionate about something and it pays off. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Well,
I
that's
like that.
that's the thing. I can sit here and rip apart Bungie for some of their shitty practices, and the the money hungry stuff that they're doing, especially now with the way that they've broken the next part of the story apart, and it's all that sort of crap.
But like, I could have said all this, and then you just said it all. Yep.
you can sit there and you can tear them apart for that, but at the end of the day, they do know how to make a good story, and the game runs flawlessly. Like, you really, in the day and age that we've got now, where so much that's coming out is just busted shit, for it to come out and just run and be a damn good story and a brilliant experience, then I'm sold with it.
Destiny falls into the same category as Diablo for me. While I like the games, they are very samey, and like Diablo, Destiny will put me to sleep because I'm just mindlessly shooting, constantly jumping around. There's just absolutely no thought to it. It's just that's what it is. And I like the games. I like Destiny 2. I reckon it's a great game, but it will put me to sleep. I get tired.
I can see that. Yeah.
The gameplay
part of
is
its
flawless.
That's part of its draw with me, because I can switch my brain off.
Yeah,
and it slows my head down.
Yeah, go through the motions. Whereas for me personally, it makes me want to nod off and then turns me off the game. But yeah, good on you, man. Destiny, it's a good game, man. As much as everyone gives it shit, I think they all would agree that it is actually a well-made game. It just may not be for everyone. All right, I'll give you one of mine. Funnily enough, Destiny 2 was not on my list.
Wow, who would have thought?
But here is one of my honourable mentions. It is called Lightyear Frontier.
Yeah, this was a great game.
Some people might have forgotten about it because it was very short. So it's kind of a flash in the pan kind of game, because it was in early access on Game Pass. However, I'm really keen to go back to it when they add more content. It's a really cool game, and it was co-op. You can do base building, upgrading your gear, getting rare items to sell in the shop so you can buy more stuff, and you can run around in a mech, and then you can get out of the mech to go into smaller areas like smaller caves.
Yep.
What's this a game like? What could you say it's similar to? I never had that weapon. They must have added stuff already. Because
that looked new. That chainsaw-y thing.
Well,
rope thing or whatever it was.
There was like a rope drill thing that destroyed the tree. But they've obviously added more stuff since I've played it. Because I made sure I grabbed this as a recent video that we're watching. But yeah, it's a great game. It's on Game Pass. It's called Lightyear Frontier. And I had a lot of fun with it. But I think it was probably only about 20 hours and it was like 100% done.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've added more stuff now. I could probably go back to it, but I'll wait till there's like... I'll probably wait till it's finished. That's definitely new. Yeah, that's definitely new. The tracks instead of the legs. I don't know what benefit that would be.
Might be faster.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I want to wait till it's finished and not in early access, and then I'll go back to it. But it's definitely a great game. Probably only just didn't make my top 5 games of the year, actually. Pretty cool game.
I'm glad that made your list, because I love you put me onto that, and I loved it, and I just totally forgot about it. It was such a chill, relaxing experience.
Yeah, it was really peaceful. Yeah.
Well, because there was no enemies, so to speak. There was kind of like some stuff where those blob things would come out of the sky, and then you would they would destroy your crops if you let them land. That was about as adverse as it got.
Yeah.
So it was pretty
because A10 said there just needs more PvE, but I disagree. I think it's perfect without it. It's just you in the environment, exploring, discovering, and I think adding PvE would ruin it. It'd take away from the best bits about the game, the really
I don't want to
relaxing, chill environment. Yeah.
That looks good. Great game.
Yeah, it was pretty.
All right.
I've got one more honourable mention, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what do you got?
It's an old game, but it's one I just discovered this year, and I one of you two put me onto it, and that was Firewatch.
Yes.
So when I did my original list, I put that up there because I really enjoyed the experience. But thinking about my list more, I had to bump it off. But again, just really relaxing kind of experience, really dialogue, narrative driven story. The gameplay
the
itself
voice
was
acting. I've never had better voice acting in a game.
that's what I've got in here. What my note is: incredible voice acting, and the Henry and the chick, the main two,
Delilah.
which are pretty much the only voices like you hear in the game. Really, their banter, it's just so. It feels so casual and normal and real, like it's genuine. And then just the little simple choices there, being able to pick your, your response. It didn't have a major effect on the actual story, but it was just cool to be able to,
No, it's a very
customize
good
that a
game.
little bit.
It's what
Yeah.
I would refer to as a walking simulator, because again, there's nothing that you really have to do. It's just sort of walking around, going from A to B. You do a little bit of exploration, but not a lot. But the story is the strength here, and the characters and how they talk to each other and develop each other. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like a 2015, 2016 game.
It's old. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Pat said the other day it was.
8 years.
Did you say 8 years? Yeah.
I think it's 8 years. I think it's 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, so I played this when it came out, when it first came out, and I loved it. It's not a very long game. I think it might be like 3 to 5 hours,
Yeah. It's probably only about that.
but it's enjoyable the entire time. And it's one of those games where you're just like, I want to see what happens next. And I haven't played this game for 8 years, and I still remember it.
There's a constant underlying sense of like mystery and tension, and you learn a little bit more, and then something else happens, and it urges you to just keep playing. You're like, oh, what does that mean? What's going to happen? And yeah, it was really cool. And like you said, the voice acting, the characters, and the dialogue, and that interaction, that relationship between Henry and Delilah was the most appealing thing about the whole game.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
that made it. It could have easily been a terrible game if it didn't have those voice actors, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Spacey says nothing beats
Kept going.
Shenmue voice acting. I think he's being facetious there. 'Cause I know the Shenmue games, not a lot, but I do not remember them having good voice acting. So anyway, yeah, so Firewatch, cool game. All right, let me give you guys another one, eh? Look at me, mate. Just calm as like calm can be, under the surface like the duck. Doing all these controls. All right, here's another one of mine. Let's go with this one. Ooh,
Mature.
who knows what this is? It's like a little game. It's a new game. I'll show the trailer, first person to get what game it is. Oh, it's a new game for next year.
You
guys know
streamed
yet?
this a couple of times, didn't you? Yeah.
I did, yes. It is the Callisto Protocol. And it didn't make my game of the year list because they're fucking assholes at the end, and they paywalled the ending. Like the game like literally cuts off at the end, where there's not really any resolution, and then there's DLC that plays on from there and gives you the ending, the true ending. So I feel like this is an EA game where they chopped off the end, called it DLC, and charged $20 for it. I refuse to pay for it, so I don't know how it ends. And unless it's free one day, I'll never find out. Or I might just go watch a YouTube video, I don't know. But ignoring that, the game was actually pretty damn good. Radicus, when I heard that, I stopped playing it. Yeah, sorry to throw a wet blanket on you, but that's what happened. But the actual game was great. It was a Dead Space sort of clone ripoff made by the people who originally made Dead Space. And the visuals, the graphics were amazing. The gameplay was great. Everything worked. It was pretty smooth. I really enjoyed the game. And then it was, let down. by that ending, so that's why it only got onto my. You're fucking lucky to get on my honourable mentions, actually, you bastards. But
Like, the more you think about it, the more it burns you up.
yeah, let's bring it back emotions. You know what? Fucking scratch that. No, it was good. I feel like that might have been the powers that be that sort of
It seems like a real scummy move.
pulled the strings on that. It would have been the investors and the publishers and shit that did that.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right.
It had a rough launch, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I think it was a performance issue on console, maybe on PlayStation or something. I think it was fixed fairly quickly though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unplayable for the first couple of weeks, apparently.
Yeah, right.
All right. I'll give you another one.
Shoot.
Ooh, blood violence.
My favourite kind of violence.
It is
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Myth Wukong gets an honourable mention. Amazing
Didn't
game.
make it top 5.
Nah, fuck that game. Too hard.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, nah. The only people that are out there saying that, well, no. I'll backpedal a bit on that there. The game does deserve Game of the Year. But for me, these kind of games, and especially I feel like it was marketed with a bit of scumbaggery, where they said that it's not a Souls-like game. My fucking ass, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, 100% it is.
Absolutely, it is. It's like the same recipe. It might not be as hard as a Souls game for people that play Souls games and have no other things to do in their life, but it was too goddamn hard. Like, it was ridiculous. It got to the point where I cheated using Wiimod, hacked the game, and I still struggled. Like, it was ridiculous. But I can't take away from the fact that it was a pretty awesome game.
It looks incredible. The visuals in it are absolutely beautiful.
It is. If it does get like
look at
the
that.
Game Awards Game of the Year, I think it deserves it. It's just me, because I was no good at it. And I refused to spend 400 hours getting good at it. So I decided the easiest thing to do is just hate it. But
Yeah,
I give it an honourable mention though, because it is pretty impressive, and a bit of a dark horse coming out of China. Not
Yeah, the smear campaign that that all the mob tried to put on them was one for the ages, I guess. But
well, there was a big thing about it not being diverse, how there was no females in the game. Well, I finished the game, albeit with cheats. Let's make that clear. I don't want you to think that I think I'm amazing and finish this game without cheating. But there are actually quite a few female characters in this game, like and big characters as well, like bosses.
the
obviously-
diversity thing was with the studio itself. So the studio were accused of not hiring enough diverse people, and
Oh no, they complained about the game too.
oh, did they? I heard
Yes.
about the studio, and there was a whole lot of sexism towards thrown against the studio as well.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to open a whole can of worms, but I don't want to actually. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that can sealed. I'm not going to say anything.
What
Let's
is
move
it?
on.
Is it controversial?
No, I just don't want to go down the whole like woke
Crack it open.
thing.
bro.
Like, why do we have to? Why do we need X amount of people to be diverse or
Well,
female,
no,
whatever, to make a game? Just put the best
well, you
creative
don't.
team together.
You don't, but
And-
that was an argument that was made. But the thing that shit me the most was that there was complaints that there were no female characters in the game. But clearly the game was too hard for that person who was making that article, because they didn't get far enough. There's one in the video. There are, and there's not just one. Like, there's a few female characters in this game. They're just maybe further in the game that this person was
Than the
good enough to
reviewer,
get, than the reviewer was able to get to. I just think all these reviewers should use PC copies and use Wiimod. If you get stuck, at least you can get to the end of the game, and you don't make stupid ass comments like that there's something lacking in the game when you only played the first 3 chapters. And there's
They
6.
still will. So you can get the hate mob clicking on it and reading it.
Yeah, probably. Not enough orangutans. These are monkeys, bro, not apes. I learnt that by watching Planet of the Apes. The difference between a monkey and an ape. Monkeys have tails, right, Michael?
Correct.
Yeah. And apes are, like, I don't know.
Bigger.
Bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those Planet of the Apes movies are amazing. Anyway,
They are.
I digress. So yeah, Wukong, honourable mention.
Yeah,
All right.
cool.
Let me just punch out my last one. We don't need to dwell on this one too much, but this game was cool. It is called Goat Simulator 3.
Yeah.
But there's still something about this game that I feel like I'm the only person that I know of. Obviously, there might be others, but I've never encountered anybody who says, "Where was Goat Simulator 2?"
That's the joke, right? They deliberately do things that are wrong and put glitches in the game and all that kind of stuff. So making it
I've never
number
heard it
3,
mentioned.
making it. No, I swear I read something about it.
I don't know. I haven't.
But that's in the vein of the Goat Simulator franchise.
sense.
Like they've just numbered it wrong.
It makes total sense, but I've not heard anything about it. But Goat Simulator 3, it's on Game Pass. It's hilariously funny. Great game. I recommend playing it. You do stupid shit. When I first heard of Goat Simulator, I heard it described as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as a goat. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then you play it and you're like, I totally understand that comment now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, since Spacey
It's
streamed this,
absolutely
I have watched your streams of this game, and it's just hilarity ensues no matter what you do, because even the bugs and the things that are broken in the game, they're features, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
You actually recommended it to me to let Harry play.
Oh yeah.
And lost him for weeks because he was running around being a menace of a goat.
Yes. Good on him.
All right. Any other honourable mentions?
Nope, not for me.
Nope.
Oh, we're done with honourable
Done.
mentions. All right. Well,
Done with them.
Well, let's do. If I don't know how many years I've got, but we got big claim lame games. These are the games that came out this year that we're all expecting to be fantastic, but were terrible. All right. So who's going first on this one?
I've only got 3 of them, but I did originally have 5. I removed 2 because, let's be honest, they've been kicked enough this year, and we didn't really need to kick them anymore. Concord may have been one, and the other one being one that I was actually looking forward to. Concord was never on my radar, so I played it once, and that was enough.
Yeah,
for
I
me to
ignored Concord.
Yeah, and then that was it. You know, I didn't get into the whole debate around why it was crap. It was just not my thing. Played it once, that was enough for me. X Defiant, on the other hand, that was something I was looking forward to and really hoping to get into. But yeah, that just did not do it for me. It didn't tick any boxes of what I wanted.
And it's already dead.
And it's now it's closing. So Concord lasted 2 weeks. X Defiance lasted 14 months, I think it is. So it's gonna be out the door.
Which number is that?
That's on my list too, because that
I don't have them on the list. I've only got a top 3 that I've made videos for.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, X Defiant was on mine because it came out charging the whole ex-COD developers and it had all this hype. It was going to be, as usual, COD killer, blah, blah, blah. And then I think it launched without TDM because when we played it, I don't think there was TDM, was there?
No.
Like, that seems like the biggest oversight. It's a first-person shooter. Why would you not have a TDM mode? Yep,
I said that.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, like, I had very high hopes for it. We had a handful of games. I was like, it's not it. I'm sure it would have gotten better over time had it been given more of a chance. But yeah, as of the news, what that come out in this last week or something, didn't it?
Yeah, if not yesterday, day before.
I don't understand that decision, but Yeah.
No,
It's just
X-Defiant
it's not
is-
making
is-
money.
A10, no, that's not right. X-Defiant was not.
No, that was that levels one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect had that multi-level one. This is just a Ubisoft thing. Ubisoft, I'd be hard. Yeah, look, no, I didn't get into. Well, I think the biggest issue for me was no TDM. If
Yeah.
TDM was out on launch, I think I would have played it a lot more because you guys know me well. I am not a fan of game modes. I just
Objective modes. Yeah.
I don't want objective modes. I just want to play a game where it's
Just
a
want to
shooter.
shoot.
I just want to shoot people.
Just run around and shoot the enemy. Easy.
Sometimes I do enjoy a little bit, but I'll always want to go back to TDM. Or I also very much enjoy gun game, but once again, there's no objective other than to just shoot other people. And there's another mode I like. Can't think of it now, but essentially I always come back to TDM. That's what I like doing. Oh, free for all.
I was going to say free for all as a joke because it's just TDM, but there's no teams really.
Exactly. It's TDM. It's TDM
It's Luke's
solos.
favourite team.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If I play free for all, I at least like everyone on my team.
Most of the time.
Yeah, well, oh dear. But yeah, I feel for me that was the killer for X-Defiant, and it's obviously this is TDM we're watching right now, so they obviously added it. Well, we could probably still go back. It's not being taken offline until mid next year.
If you don't have it installed, I don't think you can do that anymore.
Oh no, I don't think that's
I
true.
watched it. No, I watched a Blame Truth YouTube video today. I think it's been taken off Steam or whatever it was on. But yeah, basically they're pulling it from everything. If you don't already have it installed, then there's no.
Yeah, but
You can't join
they're
and play.
keeping it for 6 months or longer than that, really, because it's going to be mid next year before it goes offline. Why would you stop people from playing it? I get
So
taking it
no
off
one-
the
Stop new
stores.
people.
Stop
Stop
new people playing
from
it.
getting onto it. And
Yeah.
you know, if they've got it, you know, new people jumping on and buying a battle pass or
No.
buying cosmetics and
You
then
take all the store stuff down. You stop all that
Yeah.
stuff from being purchased. But why would you stop other people? What happens if this game in the next
But this
3
is
months?
Ubisoft.
Yeah, they're dumbasses.
Like,
but what happens if
you
this
can't put
game,
logic into their decisions?
if this game in the next 3 months all of a sudden gets a surge and fucking 15 million people start playing it?
Yeah.
But you've stopped that from
Well,
ever
that's not gonna
occurring.
happen.
I don't know if that's true though. I hope you're misinformed there.
You know that Blame Truth guy that I showed you one of his videos, and he was whinging about COD, but he was playing the video was X-Defiant the whole time.
Yeah.
It's that guy, and
Alright.
yeah, he mentioned about people. They're not. I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically, new players aren't going to be able to get into the game now,
I don't know.
or shortly at least.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
See how it goes. But yeah, all right. That's a reasonable pick there for a big claim lane game. All right, what else have we got?
well, how many have you got?
I've got 2.
Well,
You want one of mine?
I've
Hit
got
us with
3 sitting. Yeah, hit us.
All right. This is
There's
one
probably
of
some
my...
crossover with these lists, I reckon.
Yeah, probably. But this is one of mine. It is. I always want to play a game. I'm like, see if you can pick it. Ah, okay. There we go. There's a giveaway.
There you go. Oh,
Do you remember the live stream of this game?
yeah,
Hellblade 2.
that was riveting.
Senua's Saga. Yeah, okay, you got the graphics down pat, you got the story kind of interesting, but you forgot the most important thing, the actual video game. The gameplay
The gameplay in the video game.
was horrible. If this was just a walking simulator like Firewatch, this would have been 10 times better. But the fact that you threw in all of these pointless puzzle things that were so dumb and boring to do, it absolutely destroyed the game. And yes, the first game was like that. I get that. But that's what let it down. It was still visually
Yeah, but you
beautiful.
learned. you learn and you grow, when they did none of that.
That's the thing. They did nothing to put out a better game. Your story was great. Your graphics were like pushing it. They were fantastic. But the gameplay didn't get better. I felt like I was playing the exact same games. It just looked better. Yeah, and your sound design is bullshit good. But it's just not fun to play. It felt like the game, it was only a short game, but it felt like it was 3 times as long. So I was strongly disappointed by Senua's Saga. The fact that this game was coming forever. They talked it up. And you know that scene that's in this video. Actually, hang on, look, it'll restart in a second. This song I meant to say, not this game. The song that's in the trailer. See if we can hear it. When it eventually restarts. You know that thing where it's like Senua singing and it's like lip syncing or whatever? That's not actually in the game.
Well, she was busy in the game. She couldn't have time to sing.
Well, I thought it was going to be like some sort of like war cry or something. Actually, this might be it might be copyrighted. Oh well, let's see how it goes. But yeah, this part here where she starts singing, I thought this was going to be in the game, and I was like, oh yeah, when's that part coming? It doesn't come. Because this is sick. Anyway, that's not in the game, so don't worry about it. Hellblade.
Watch on YouTube.
Sacrifice Blade, as Greg used to say.
Yes.
And that's another thing. I had another issue I had with the game. It was called, the first one was Senua's Sacrifice, and this one is Senua's Saga. But this is the second game. Should they have maybe called the first one Senua's Saga? Or maybe the last one?
No, this one's a saga because it feels like it takes so long to get through it.
It's a drag. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, as Radicus says, it was all graphic, no substance.
Yes.
As well said, Radicus.
Missed out on all that substance. Very good. Like Jeff. Kind of like Jeff Knightley. Hey, Snoogs.
Yep. Jeff Knightley.
All right,
So,
Michael.
nuts.
Or
Yes.
Snoogs. Who's next?
I'll throw out one. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
I played a little bit.
It's number 2 on my list if you're looking for a video, Luke.
I thought it was going to be on your list,
okay.
Snoogs.
Yep.
I'll let you. It's on your list.
Okay, well, yeah, it skips my number 3, but number 2 on the list. Look, take away the whole issue with the story and the fact that they kind of, do a lot of the Justice League dirty. At the end of the day, it's called Kill the Justice League for a reason. But it's just poor. It's badly made. The controls are loose. The story's horrendous. And every one of the characters are just insufferable. I had, I barely got through the opening stanza of the game. And yeah, you can sort of be forgiven for bad writing and sort of wanting to push on with that. But when the gameplay was just as bad, and I don't know if you understand when I say it was loose for a shooter, it just was not fun at all to play. We got it for nothing on the Epic Store, I think it was, and I still have no interest
It was
in
free.
really even giving it a go.
But Radicus says, did anyone expect a good game?
It's
Yes.
Rocksteady, bro. From the Arkham
This
universe.
is the studio.
The studio
this is the
that
studio
made the
behind
Arkham
Arkham.
games. Yes, I did expect a good game from Rocksteady.
100%.
Yeah. Not to mention the really shitty live service aspect that they had put into it as well. You know, that was just absolutely dirty with a lot of the changes that they made, and you know, underhanded tactics to try and get money out of people. So
Well, I never
that just
played
added
it.
to the shittiness of it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Epic that gave it away. There might have been it might have been through
Amazon.
Twitch games, Amazon games.
Yeah. Prime.
But
Prime.
I'm pretty sure I've got it on my game account, on my Epic account.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I've never played it. Anyway, that was $20. Is $20?
Suicide Squad killer franchise. Yeah, it's
killer franchise. Yeah, that's
Well,
about right.
in the recent Black Friday sales, it was down to $7.99 and it still didn't sell.
yeah.
So,
Oh dear. All right.
well, bring up number 3 for me, mate. Was Star Wars Outlaws.
You know what? That didn't make any of my lists.
It made my list,
Which
for...
probably speaks more than I could say.
Look, I should have been all over this game. I'm a big Star Wars nerd. I love the extended universe. I've been aching for, you know, being able to be part of a story that's not part of the Skywalker saga. So to actually have something like this within the Star Wars world that's not based on Jedis, it's not based on, you know, the light versus dark and all that sort of stuff, it should have been a home run. But, you know, this was, you know, Ubisoft's biggest ever marketing campaign. It's a Star Wars licensed IP, and it bored me so quickly. I got through about 10 hours and just realized that it was constant fetch missions, constant filler content, the gameplay of the forced sneak areas or the forced stealth.
Oh, so they
missions
got
in
the
it.
Force in there somewhere.
They got they forced you to do things that just were not fun. So yeah, I should have been all over it. I should have, being that it's a Ubisoft title, it's ones that you can, you know, Ubisoft, you can sometimes just switch your brain off and just play. This one, if you know, it'd put you to sleep really quickly.
Well, yeah, I didn't think it was a lame game. Definitely had big claims. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
It was boring, but I couldn't go outright and say that it was shit. It just wasn't for me. I think probably maybe in a couple of years' time I may go back to it and play it, but I don't know. I just don't think I was in the right space to play a game like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might change.
Apparently, there's been a few tweaks and whatnot with the gameplay.
Not going to change
But
much.
still, it's not going to change the core of it, really.
Madago says, I would have rather had that huge one that got cancelled. Can't remember the name, but what they showed looked hella interesting. Do you mean Star Wars 1313?
I think he does.
That closely resembled the Jedi games.
Yeah.
What are they called? Fallen Order and that? It was similar.
Fallen Order.
But it was more like Uncharted in a Star Wars environment. That game did look amazing. I don't know. How would that be cancelled? I don't know. Maybe they realised that they don't have the Naughty Dog pedigree to make that game any good.
Yeah, maybe.
But the video that they released definitely looked fantastic. Oh, Nilo! How you going, mate? We need
Hey,
Dark
Nilo.
Forces 3. This man knows what he's talking about. Dark Forces would be cool. Maybe Ubisoft will start working on a Star Wars cart. I don't give them ideas, bro. Oh, Ubisoft suck. Did you hear the news where they might be bought out by Tencent? Snoogs, you're convinced that that's not going to be any better. I reckon if they got bought, what did I say, Michael? If they got bought out by Harvey Norman, who knows nothing about video games, I'd be excited.
Well, other news I heard today from a few of the guys was that they're not getting bought out. They're actually going to sell off all their IPs.
Even better. Someone might actually make a Splinter Cell
that
game.
one. I thought you'd like that one. That's
Yeah,
why I waited
I
for
do.
tonight to tell you. Yeah, so... Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I just want a Splinter Cell game. I don't give a fuck who makes it. Actually, I do. I'd prefer it to not be Ubisoft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
not Ubi. Yeah.
All right. All right. My last one that I've listed here, or big claim lame game, is this one from Ubisoft, Skull and Bones.
That's on my list too.
All three of us. Is it on yours too, Pat?
That was your number one.
That's
Number
one.
Yeah.
What a
Mate,
shit
10
game.
years. 10 years of development, $200 million cost, a quadruple A title.
They shelved
thanks.
it. They shelved this game and then made it into what they released it. And they still won't bring out a Splinter Cell game. I'm convinced that this was better when they announced it. When they shelved it
Oh, of course it was.
and brought it back, they changed it and removed
biggest issue.
all of the things in it that were awesome.
The biggest issue with this game is that they turned it into a PvE live service model. That
Yeah,
was the
'cause
biggest issue. They went
for
chasing
money.
after the dollars with it
Exactly.
and got rid of all of the, all the story elements that were supposed to be there.
Like Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that had an entire open world and focused on parkour and things like that, was a better Skull and Bones, because for somehow they managed to squeeze the parkour Assassin's Creed stuff into the game with the naval combat, where you could do boarding, where in real time you could invade another ship by letting go of the steering wheel. Then you become the assassin. Can't remember his name. Kenway? Something Kenway. You would let go of the steering wheel, run around in your own ship, and jump across to the other ship that you were boarding and actually fight all of the people on the ship. And then once you'd kill the captain or whatever, the rest would surrender and you can steal all of their supplies. In Skull and Bones, boarding, when you board a ship, it brings up a menu on the screen and you just take things. Like inventory management. Edward Kenway. Thank you, A10. If we're still giving away entries, you'd get one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not, so it. That's what they did with Skull and Bones. It was so much better in a game that came out, I don't know, 8 years ago when Skull and Bones came out. I'm pretty sure that was a 2016 title as well.
Black Flag.
What did I
Black
say?
Flag,
Skull
you
and
mean?
Bones.
Skull
Yes,
and Bones, yeah.
Black Flag is what I meant to say. How did they do that? And the whole naval combat sort of thing was not the focus of the game. It was a heavy part of it. But the game was essentially an Assassin's Creed game. All you needed to do was make that again and call it Skull and Bones. Yet they completely destroyed it.
I feel like that's a major part of being a pirate as well. Like of the pirate experience is, getting in combat with ships, pulling up, jumping on, killing the crew, stealing the gold.
These are woke pirates. You got to ask nicely.
It's terrible. When you get off the boat and you
shocking.
go into the shore, is it first person?
No, still third person.
No, it is third person. That's right. Because I remember the animations of the running looked
horrendous.
garbage. Like
Horrendous.
How did that happen? Did they lay off all of their animators?
Yeah, this for the amount of time that this took to make, it is absolutely horrendous, and anyone that worked on it should scrub it from their CV. Really.
Oh, yeah,
'cause it's just...
I wouldn't put it on my CV. It is an absolute fucking atrocious game compared to what it could have been. Like, seriously, an 8-year-old game is so much better than this brand new thing. Nilo says, I stopped playing Skull and Bones and played Sid Meier's Pirates Gold. I've never played a Sid Meier's game, but I will guarantee you, I will absolutely put money on the fact that that's probably a better game.
Oh, Jesus.
I was expecting like a, Sea of Thieves kind of
Competitor?
Yeah, something that would rival that, but just with like different, more modern, realistic graphics and stuff. But
This game is not.
It's not
of a
fun.
high enough caliber to be the jam in the toes of the pirates in Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is it's just not fun.
yeah,
There's, Sea
somehow
of Thieves, you
pirate glory.
jump on with mates, and it was always fun, no matter what you do. Hell, jump on by yourself, and until you got griefed, you were having fun.
And I
Yeah.
will
This
guarantee
just
you,
was not fun.
this has nothing to do with the actual developers. I reckon the people making the game probably wanted it to be better, but I reckon it would have been the powers that be, again, pushing down, going, hey, this is how much time you've got, this is how much money you're getting, and this is how much money we want the game to make.
yeah.
And then the developers
Well, the
going,
original-
well, that's not going to be a
Wasn't the
good
original
game.
version in polish stage? The original version was
I don't know.
only about, I think it was only like 6 to 8 months off going gold. Like they were doing the final polish on it when they turned around and they changed the whole model.
It's,
You know,
it's
so
stupid. I feel sorry for the people making the game, the actual foot soldiers, the guys there that are making the game. Because I know they're making it going, this isn't good. But I need to feed the family, and this is what the powers that be are telling me to do.
this is what they want. Yeah.
This is what they want. I've got to give it to them. And then when it goes out and it gets panned, then they smash them and sack them.
Mm.
So no, if you fucking listen to your people that make the games, because they probably play the games, whereas you're just a suited up dickhead with a cigar and a glass of whiskey.
That sounds like a fucking good job.
It does.
yeah.
They're all rich, bro.
Mm.
They don't care that the game sucks. They got their money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's a piece of shit. But anyway, all right, that's enough of that. All right, is there any other big claim lane games?
Not for me.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. All right.
That was
well,
that
then-
was all three of us as number one. Look at that guy.
Yeah. Big piece of shit. All right. Well, I guess it's time for Game of the Year.
Game of the year. Everyone in the chat, throw out what you think our game of the years are going to be.
Yeah. Well, we got top five.
See if
So
you can.
we're going to start
see if
off
you can
with
pick
number
some.
5, and I got little
Number
intros.
5.
Little intros for these. So let's watch number 5. Oh, isn't that lovely? I made all the clouds,
lovely?
and I'm like, that looks like the Simpsons intro. I'm going to throw the Simpsons music on there. Hopefully, I don't get copyright strike.
Right.
All right. So now we're at number 5, Game of the Year.
Actually, should we throw out the video for the community game of the years first?
Actually, yes, I think we should. All right, well, let's do
Good.
that.
So thank you.
Tell them what it
Thank
is,
you.
and then we'll
Yeah.
cut to it.
So thank you to everyone that that joined into our chat and told me your best games of the year. It wasn't a very big pool to pull from, but I got 5 out of it that were up the top of most up the top of people's lists. So have a look, tell me what you think, and
Enjoy the jam and
thank
tune.
you. Enjoy
We'll see you on the other
the
side.
tunes. Wrote it myself.
You will pay what it costs. Shadows creeping in underneath my skin. Enemies surround, won't make a sound. Battles rage inside, nowhere left
All right, because of very good choices there. The only one I didn't know was that Against the Storm game. I don't know anything about it. Looks all right. Looks kind of cool.
It's a bit of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And Az played a lot of it this year. I can remember quite often jumping on and seeing Az is playing Against the Storm.
So you constantly spy on us and see what games we're playing, eh? Is that what you do?
100%.
All right.
100% while I'm rubbing oil into my nipples.
All right, well, be sure to turn that feature off. So next time I tell you that I can't be fucked, I'm going to bed, and you see that I'm playing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
in bed.
Suppers.
I've never played that game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with. I'll start off with my number
All right.
5 game of the year, and it is the Exit 8.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
This was cool.
This game was a very brilliant thing that I ran into. I saw a video from Jacksepticeye, I think it was, that was playing this game, and I knew nothing about it, and I saw him play it, and I stopped watching the video because I thought, this game looks amazing, I need to experience this myself. So then I went and played it and made my own video playing it because I enjoyed it so much. It might look a little bit strange watching this. Ooh, excuse me, burp. But what it is that you walk through this very short piece of Japanese subway, and that guy walks past you every time. But your job is, when something happens that's out of the ordinary, an anomaly,
You spot an anomaly like that.
you have to turn around. Yeah, like that. You have to turn around and go back the other way. There's some of them are extremely obvious, like the man running towards you, the water and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of them are very subtle. Whether it be one of the doors on the side is slightly ajar, or one of the signs on the wall have changed. Very different. And then when you go through and you're correct, you'll then go to the exit 1. And then you've got to get all the way to the exit 8 to then walk out and win the game. I think there's like 30 anomalies to find. So you'll only get, obviously, a couple of anomalies per run. But it just, even though the game is very simple and only has about I think if you ran through the game, like the actual level, it takes you probably, I don't know, 10 seconds. Hi, Harry.
Sorry.
It only takes like 10-15 seconds to go through, but you've got to slow down and take your time just in case there's an anomaly you miss. Absolute brilliant game, and it costs bugger all on Steam. I think it's on PlayStation now as well. I think this video is a PlayStation trailer, and it's absolutely amazing. I loved it.
And if you if you think you saw an anomaly and you ran back the other way, if you were right, you'd go to the next level. If you're wrong, you get back to 0, and you're like, I've got to start again. I've got
So
to
if
go
you're
through
all
the
the
8
way
levels.
at 7 and you go back the other way and there hasn't been any anomalies, then you're back to 0. So even though it takes you, like, if you got it all correct, you could finish the game in 5 minutes maybe. But it took me about, I want to say an hour. It might have been 2 hours. And for a game that I think cost about $8 Australian, like, and then once I'd finished it, it tells you at the end how many anomalies that you've identified. So I kept playing because I wanted to see more anomalies, and then you obviously can go through and see the different things that happen.
Have you seen the hospital version of this?
No, it wouldn't be an official one.
No.
There is
just
a sequel to this. It's called The Platform 8, which is made by the same people. But no, I don't know. Oh, I have seen the hospital one. I haven't played it though because it's not made by the same guys.
Yeah, I don't think it was. All I can remember is that it was actually a multiplayer variant of it, so you could have more than one player in it, and it's same process. You know, someone's seen a cool idea and ripped it off.
Yeah.
But it's just another variant of it. But this was a lot of fun to watch too, surprisingly.
Madago came and watched me when I streamed. I don't know if I streamed this one. I think I streamed the train one. The train one was good too. There's a sequel to this. You're on a train, and it's pretty cool.
I think you did stream this one.
This one I did?
Or maybe it was just the video.
I made a video of it. I definitely made a video of it.
Because I went out and got it and played it after I saw it.
But I think the stream was of the second one, on the train. Yeah, that's the Exit 8, if you're interested in giving it a go. Steam, PlayStation, I don't know if anything else.
I'll have to give the train one a go, because I really liked that one.
Yeah, the train one is just as good.
Yeah, cool.
Really cool. The train one's probably creepier.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's on my Steam list.
Nice.
All right, who's next? The number
Me.
5.
Me, number 5.
Snoogs is number 5. All right, Pat, should we? How do you want to announce this? Do you want to tell us, or do you want me to play the video?
Start playing
the
a
drum
video, why not? Nah, it's not that exciting. It's just a bit of a, how you doing? Number 5. It's pretty straightforward. Straight into it. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2.
I haven't played this yet.
Every time I play this, it gets further and further up my list. It is exactly the game that I want to play right now. It's fun. It's relatively straightforward, but it's got a really cool story, really engaging, and you feel like an absolute badass when you start comboing everything together.
Yeah,
And
I
really,
played the first one.
Yeah.
First one was good.
You know, it brings back a lot of the feels with the movement, and the way that you dispatch different enemies and whatnot. It gives me that sort of Dead Space type movement, the feel to it. Again, because you're a big clunky, you're in this big clunky
Gears of
suit.
War?
Yeah, even Gears of War. I didn't play a lot of Gears, so it's hard to put that to it. But yeah, similar style. A lot of fun, and yeah, you just feel like an absolute badass while you're playing it.
Yeah, good choice. Seems like it's a lot of people agree with you. I probably will play this eventually. I don't have it. It's not on Game Pass, and I haven't bought it. But yeah,
so
well,
thanks to our share.
Oh yeah,
That's how I started.
Yeah.
So I was playing it with massive thanks to Wraithy, and when forked out the money. So
your brother,
brother Wraithy, and he is my brother. went and forked out the dollars for it. I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm going to go and get this. So now we can play. I want to go and play co-op with him.
Oh, jeez! If it's good enough for you to fork out the dollars, I should probably get it.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up, because we all know that I am a tight ass when it comes to this sort of stuff, and you know, that's the thing. Like, it is that good that I will fork out near on full price. Thank you, G2A. But like can't fault it really. I've really enjoyed it. Everything works. Everything's, looks gorgeous. Runs beautifully on my PC, and yeah, a lot of fun. Can't wait to give it a go with other people.
Yeah, nice. All right. Very good. That's Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 or whatever it is. Something like that.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
It's a long title.
It is, yes.
It looks really cool.
Michael, you're number 5, buddy.
My number 5, even though it was released, I think, the end of 2023, played most of it this year, and mine is Lethal Company.
Yes.
I just love it. It was a great, simple concept that was really well executed. It did start a trend of like similar games that once they got so popular and everyone saw the success it was having, there was a heap of other copycat games that came out. I think one developer, wasn't it? It was a single
single guy.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And it just
Single
it
dev.
put a lot of and it put a lot of the big name games to shame, I think, with how well it worked and like I said, how well the concept was executed. It was one of those like group party games that was just a lot of fun. We ended up running that mod so we could get the bigger party, which took a little bit of time, but we got there eventually.
And we still never got all the gear we needed to.
Yeah, it was quite hard, but it was one of those ones that like it kept bringing me back. I kept wanting to play it. If someone said like let's play Lethal Company after this, I'd be down for it. The use of the audio I thought was brilliant. The way you'd had that proximity kind of audio.
Yeah, you can't play this game in a Discord chat. You have to turn that off
You
and
have
play
to use the
using
game
in-game.
audio.
Because it has that proximity chat. If you're too far away, you can't hear your teammate.
And then also just the way it would add the reverb and stuff inside buildings, and it was definitely one of those games that turned gamers into voice actors as well. There was so much funny content getting around about this game.
But then you could buy radios, so you could have longer distance. You could have long distance conversations. Oh, so good.
And that was the other cool thing. Like I remember we played it with Nick and someone else. I can't remember his name. But yeah, we ended up splitting up in teams to go search more. And yeah, we'd like one of us would take the radio, one each, and then one would end up saving enough to get 2 flashlights. So it'd be like, let's go into 2 teams, radio and a torch each team. But then you wouldn't know when the other team would die, because they'd go into that like private lobby kind of thing where they can spectate.
They can talk to each other, but you can't hear any of their chat. Yeah,
so you wouldn't know what happened. You'd go back to the ship and you'd see their icon just static in a spot. You're like, they're not moving.
Like what's on screen.
They're dead.
Actually, they're moving around still. But
like I remember one time I fell down a dark thing I couldn't see. Fell to my death, and then I was just watching you guys, and you're like, "Where's Grim? Where's Grim?" You gone back to the ship, and I'm just stuck there. Like, should we go back for his body?
You could hear us.
Nah. Yeah, I could hear you guys. Yeah.
It's just executed so well. This is the sort of thing that Senua's saga needs to take into consideration. Look at the graphics here. The graphics are garbage, but it doesn't matter because the game's fun.
The funny run.
Yes. The most important thing is the game needs to be fun.
See, that reminds me of when we were trying to collect. We realized because we kept failing to reach the target, and we realized those electric beehive things were worth a lot. And it took so many times to devise a strategy to get them into the ship without being stung. And I think Nick's like, "I'll be the bait. I'll run them away."
Yeah.
And then the other person, who I can't remember his name, or he who shall not be named, we'll just call him. We'll call him Remote Boy. And he was in there as well. And
Cockspanker. Yeah.
And yeah, he's trying to like run and drop the thing into the ship, and Nick's trying to distract the bees, and then someone didn't close the door, and we got all killed by bees. It's just so much fun. Brilliant game. That's my number 5.
Good choice, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Get out of my room.
Get out of it.
That's all of our number 5s, is it?
Yep.
That is, mate.
All
it
right,
is.
let's go on to number 4. Number 4, for some reason, is very dark and mysterious.
Oh, yeah. It's
Mm.
pretty edgy, bro.
All
You're right.
right. My number 4. This screen, there we go. Where is it here? My number 4 is this one. It's a
Sexual
game
themes.
set in Scotland, and it's called Still Wakes the Deep. This is my number 4 because it was like the graphics were amazing, the story was amazing, the voice acting was amazing, the whole thing was just a great experience.
Can I just jump in and just say
Absolutely,
something? Like,
absolutely.
this is my number 4 as well. So to save us going through it, this is also my number 4.
Oh, there you go. Very good. But
Such a good game.
This was a game, I'm not even sure why I played it. I'm not sure if somebody recommended it or...
It was on Game Pass. And
it's on Game Pass, yeah.
I was keen to play it, and Radicus, I think, had started playing it. And he was talking about being really good, and then he mentioned the Lovecraftian kind of vibe, and yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so-
we both got into it after that.
I did a live stream of it. I played it and I really enjoyed it. And I was actually really surprised at how good it was. It's not a long game. If I had to guess, I think it might have been about 6 to 8 hours.
I was going to say 6 to 8, yeah.
Yeah, but the voice acting is hilarious.
How about that tension when you get down into the depths and shit's moving and following you? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it has everything.
insane.
The gameplay was great. The graphics were great. Everything was just like I would be hard up trying to think of something to complain about with this game. It would be
Yeah, that's true, Dan.
just a great game.
Yeah, it was brilliant. My first note here, I just got mood underscored. Just the whole vibe of it was perfect. It was like the Thing on an oil bunker with like a bit more Lovecraftian tentacle-y vibes in. But
Yeah.
the main thing was the voice acting. It was like that's you know, I covered it in Firewatch as well. This was even better. You had all those extra little characters. There was they felt like they all knew each other and they'd worked together, right, Luke? Like nobody
Yeah.
felt like,
Yep.
you know, you've as the main character, you felt like you knew all these other random voices and characters that you'd come across. You've been working with them for months. The Scottish accent elevated it even further, I think, and the they used like their actual, what's the word? Like lingo.
Oh yeah, it was very localized for Scotland. So people who are Scottish playing the game would probably understand the game, like the lingo. But the subtitles, I feel like helped out us a little bit because I think
Some of them were funny.
like
Yeah,
sometimes
some of
they
them
would
were well
say a
wrong.
word and then in brackets it would say like the normal English word.
Yeah.
What it means in English, yeah.
Yeah. But my favorite joke in the game, and I'm pretty sure it's an old joke that people have heard a long time, but it was the first time for me. And one of the guys says, "And remember, Jesus loves you. I think you're a cunt, though." I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And there was like one or two really like heartbreaking moments as well.
Oh, there was. Oh, absolutely. And I was
Yeah.
that invested in some of the characters that it was actually really heartbreaking, the outcomes. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
man. And then they give you the background of that character, you know, their family and shit. And you're like, oh, man. And they just do it so well.
I think the real standout was the creature design. Like if you
Yeah.
like the Thing and those kind of like body horror Lovecraftian things, it was so good. The way they also like clung to a little bit of their humanity when they're transformed into this big monstrous
Yeah.
deformity thing, but then they're still caught in this like loop of their day-to-day life on the oil bunker. Like there's the guy with the engines. I can't remember his name, but you're trying to sneak around and hide from him, and he's this blob thing with,
Yeah.
you know, tentacle
Yeah,
shit shooting up to the ceiling, and all he's focused on is the engines. Like,
It
not-
definitely has Thing vibes. The Thing vibes.
yeah. The
But it's
gameplay
great.
wasn't too challenging, but you were so invested in the characters and the story, it didn't
But-
matter.
The things that will make it hard is the heart rate, because you get
Oh.
stressed. You get stressed in
Yeah.
certain parts, but well balanced though. The stress
Yeah.
factor doesn't overcome the game, and you get quite a few points to calm the fuck down after the stressful parts. It's just perfectly balanced. It's a great game. It's called Still Wakes the Deep. It is on Game Pass. If you've got access to it, I absolutely do recommend playing Still Wakes the Deep. Great game.
I think full price it's only around $30-$40 as well. So
Yeah, I think you're about
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Even at full price, I think that's worth it.
Oh, absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you'll get out of it is definitely worth it. All right, that was mine and Michael. Oh, fuck off!
Thing got him.
Did you get your dick stuck under the wheel?
No,
What happened?
you fucking little fucker! I
Did
just
your dog
found
get in?
Ah, it's on me again! Fuck off!
Or it's a bug?
It's a
That's-
cockroach.
Oh, okay, right.
Who's fucking addicted to coming onto my leg? Fuck off. That's huge.
He probably thinks it's a bush he can hide in.
Yeah.
He's climbing up the desk. Get fucked. All right.
Let's do the rest of the
what's
show from back there with one eye on the cockroach.
I want to talk to you about your
Oh,
extended
fuck
warranty.
it. Fuck off.
Grab it, throw it at Rachel, and slam the door shut.
Is it stuck? All right.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Rach.
Welcome to Joe's
Can you get the
apartment.
bug spray, please?
Kaiser, that's a blast from the past.
What's that from? Joe's apartment.
Joe's apartment. It's called Joe's apartment.
Fuck.
I don't know that. Is that a game?
So no, it's a movie.
Oh, I don't know
Disregard, I
that at all.
squashed it.
Ah, good job.
Oh, fuck me.
Meat, bro.
Oh.
He's chewing when he comes back in the camera. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No,
like
it's
it's date.
it's on the ground there. Fuck, the
Gotta
thing
leave
was
it
on
there
my
as a warning
leg
for the rest.
twice.
The good thing is, Luke, you didn't panic and you handled it really well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, I didn't know it was a cockroach at first.
Would have been a funnel web radicus. You never know.
Funnel webs don't come inside that much though, so you're all right.
More likely
No,
to be a
I-
huntsman.
I've never seen them in the house,
Ugh.
no. Fucking cockroach piece of shit.
See, because
Oh.
you'd also tense yourself up thinking about all these tentacle-like creatures, and then you felt something on your leg.
A little tentacle goes, hello,
Hello.
hello there.
It started at my foot the first time, right? And then I
Oh, you just
flicked
thought you were
it
getting lucky.
when I freaked out and it ran off. And then the second time it fucking like launched
Yeah.
onto my leg.
Yeah, I'll come get you, motherfucker.
Oh, he's fucking squashed on
tree
the
is
carpet
fighting
now. Oh, fuck, do you want to see it?
No.
No, not particularly. I've seen enough of them. You got to leave it down there, mate, as a warning to the rest.
Look.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Fucker.
That
think
one's got some
Stage
protein on
of
it.
evolution on that one. They're those things from Mimic.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
I'm
Nick
gonna-
Cage did it.
No, I'm gonna need $100. No, I don't need
No.
to donate. No, there's no.
You heard him, guys. $100.
No, it's not happening. I'm not fucking. It's in the bin. I'm not fucking.
Gone.
It'd need to
Gone.
be like $1,000 before me to fucking eat that.
You heard him, guys. $1,000.
It's
can do
100 each
this.
for 10 of yous. 100 each from everyone, and I'll eat it out of the bin. All right, we're up to
My number 4.
your
That's
number
number
four.
4.
Okay, cool.
My number 4.
Fuck me. All right.
Since Spacey's super chatted $10.
Will this cover it? No. Not eating a fucking cockroach for $10, but thank you, Sin Spacies, for the 10
Thank you,
bucks.
buddy.
Do that 100 more times.
I can click like. Oh, and I can reply.
Oh, wow.
Here's Cuzzy. That's a new thing. Missing a couple of zeros, that's right. Okay, let's go into Pat's number 4.
It identifies as $1,000.
Ah,
good choice,
it's
Pat.
Pacific Drive.
Pacific Drive from Ironwood Studios and Kepler Interactive.
Good choice.
This
Haven't played it.
is another one. This is another one that's it's available to you because family.
Ah, yes, very good.
Yes.
So it's another one that's it's a weird sort of game. You end up in a zone which is full of all this weird shit going on. There's different elements happening. Every time you go back into this zone, it changes. Every time you do a run, so it's like it's a what do they call it, roguelite type thing.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm usually not a fan of, but for some reason, whenever they've got this bit of a twist to them, I get completely and utterly suckered into it. Same as I did with Returnal. You go in, you go and pick your route beforehand, and then go and do it. And while you're in the zone, you've got to go and find metal supplies, everything really, to then go back to your workshop, which you've got to go via a rift. The rift only opens up after you've collected certain things within the zone. And then to get into the rift, you've got to race to it. And as the zone collapses around you, like it's pretty intense when it all gets going. But yeah, you go back, you build it, you go again, you get a little bit further, and you progress the story as you go through different zones. And if you want to go straight through and just do the story, you can do that, or you can unlock other areas and find, better loot and better things to do. So it's really caught me.
It was a cool game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it. It's definitely something I will try. Because it does look cool.
Yeah. Yep.
And like your car is like a very like almost simulator-ish, like handbrakes and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. So you've got to control the keys. You've got to control the lights, windscreen wipers, and
keyboard and mouse.
No. I do it all with controller.
Oh, okay, good. You get me
because you literally just you look at something like you look at the key and you push RB and it turns the key on.
Gotcha.
Same as the drive. So you're just sort of looking around within the cabin of the car.
Right.
But the car itself is like your safety blanket. Yes, nothing can kill it. It's your safety spot. So
and it turns up on roofs.
You can do that. So you always go back to your car. Your car will get you in and out of the zone, and then as you get progressed more, the zones get more deadly. So you've got to upgrade your car and put better panels on it. You can find cosmetic stuff to fix up to change the color of the panels. You can add things to it. You add roof racks. You add different lights. You add different bumpers. You add different things that will, make the storm last.
The car's a character
before you have to get out. But the car is a main character in it itself. So yeah, look, good fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, from everything that I've heard about this game, it absolutely deserves to be on your list. And I feel like if I'd played it, it probably would be on my list.
I think it might, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get around to it one day.
One day.
Unless I die before then, that would be shit. That's very macabre. All right, next.
Wow.
That's all our number 4s. They're on to number 3.
All right.
That dark number 4 is what did it for you, wasn't it?
Time for number 3.
Well, yeah, you just had a near-death experience, so leave him alone. It's on his mind.
That's right. Come on, that's on the forefront of my mind now.
If the Roach's brother comes back.
Okay.
Cockroach.
Number 3. All right, we're ready. Let's check out what my number 3 is because I don't fucking remember. All right, my number 3 game. Where is it? I got it on here. This one is my number 3 game, and for more than one reason. This game is called Viewfinder.
Oh, yes.
This is a game I played on Steam because my daughter bought it for me for my birthday. And this game might have a little bit more significance to me, or let's say a different kind of significance to me for other reasons. But the first thing that I'll mention is that this game is absolutely amazing. It's like the new age Portal, where it all works on perspective. Sometimes you take photos and you place them down and it becomes part of the world. And then you look at different things in different perspectives, and that's how you solve the puzzle. I'm probably not explaining it very well. I did a live stream of this. And I did it with my daughter. And every time I think of this game, I think of that night and how important it is to me. Because my daughter is 16 now, she works and she makes her own money, and she spent her own money on me and bought me this game on Steam as a gift. She gifted it to me for my birthday, and we played it together that night, and it was just a great night. It was a great stream. I had my daughter with me.
Watch the stream. It was a good stream. One of your best.
It's a great game. Thank you. It is a great game, and I've just got great memories of it. And yeah, I'll just thank you very much to my daughter Emily for buying this for me and playing it with me. And it just, the difficulty spiking in it, it was never shit hard, like bullshit hard, but it was never stupidly easy either. It got challenging, but it was just the right kind of challenging. Such a good game. Like, just from watching this trailer here, you can kind of get an idea on how it works. But it's a game
from
with
what I saw
perspective.
watching the stream, like, it's a great concept, but yeah, from what I saw watching you in the stream, it's really well executed too. Like, you didn't run into any major bugs or issues. It just worked, and
it was intuitive enough for you to be able to work it out without too much.
Yeah, and then just
like
walking
struggle.
outside the square, you know, like thinking, oh, if I do this, will this happen? And you're like, oh my god, it does. That's so cool.
yeah, it was
it's-
cool watching you two trying to work out some of the challenges together.
Yeah,
And
good stream,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, such a good game. So it's on PS5 as well as
And
Steam.
you can pet the cat. Done.
You can, yes. But yeah, it's these kind of games where real world solutions work. Where you're like, well, if this was the real world, this is what I would try. And you're like, oh my god, that actually worked. And it's also a game where there's probably so many different ways to solving puzzles, where your way might be completely different to the next person, sort of thing. It's one of those games where it doesn't have to have one solid solution to it. It's just the way you worked it out. Great game. It is called Viewfinder. Sorry, I lost it for a second there. Viewfinder. For those of you that want to grab it. All right. What's Pat? What's your number 3? Oh, hang on, I've got to get that up, don't I? Hang on, I'm gonna do that.
Number
Alright.
3.
Got your number 3.
Number 3 is going to be a nice quick one for me because we've already discussed it.
Oh, have we?
We
Wukong.
have Wukong. Black Myth Wukong.
Right, there's a
This
female
game,
character.
I 100% agree with everything you said. It was insanely hard, but given that I have very low morals when it comes to video games, I put Wiimote on much earlier than you did.
Yeah.
And I completely, and like I tried my hardest to really understand the gameplay elements of it. I'm just not wired that way, and I don't deny that one little bit. I'm not good at these types of games, but the game was made that good enough, and I wanted to really experience the story that I stuck out and played through it. Yeah, I cheated. At times I cheated very blatantly and very badly. Other times it was just very subtle, but it was enough for me to get through and enjoy the game without it being coming across as a chore to me, which is what a lot of these types of games sometimes do. So the brilliant story, the fact that it looked gorgeous, it played so well, it was reasonable fun when I was a god, literally. So look, yeah, it takes my number 3 spot because it deserves it. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would have. If I hadn't have bought my my graphics card at the time I did, I never probably would have played it.
I was going to say that.
So-
I think you got that with your video card, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I got it with the video card. I probably never would have even looked at it if that hadn't happened. So I was really glad I did.
Nice. Medago, you play. We used to play Marvel Lego with your daughter, mate. Those times, they are treasures. Hold on to those. Those memories will be with you for your life. Playing video games with your kids, so good.
And that's why I'm teaching mine to play Destiny.
That poor kid.
And she
I don't wanna
loves
play
it.
Daddy.
Get in there now. What is my? I'm gonna do my homework. Get in there and play it. We have a raid to do. Goddammit.
$10 on this for you.
Oh, good. All right, Michael, you're number 3, buddy.
My number 3 is a game that I've been meaning to play for a really, really, really long time, and I finally did it.
Oh,
and
I just start talking now.
It went straight onto my Game of the Year list because Luke was right. It's totally my thing, and that is Little Nightmares.
I cannot believe it's taking you this long.
I know. What can I say? Better late than never, I guess. Like I said, I've just started playing.
Have you started on the original?
I'm playing number 1. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I bought both.
You've got 2 games to go through. They are both amazing.
Yeah, 2 will probably be on my list for next year's top 5. But yeah, just everything about it. Like as soon as it's like, look at that. Look at that.
Bloody hanging. Guy hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just sit. He doesn't need this chair anymore.
As soon as I started playing, I'm like, everything about this is me. I love it. The aesthetics on it are beautiful. Look at that, like how gloomy and dark the world is. But then you got this cute little kid character in a bright yellow thing with the little warm light
raincoat.
of the raincoat. Thank you. And the warm light of the flame, which just contrasts with it so beautifully. The level design, just the whole aesthetic of it, the atmosphere, that moody, and then you got those big spooky dudes that come in and out. You've got those little pyramid head kind of things that scurry off. You got the gross leeches. Like, here you go.
Oh no, that's the gnomes. I think they're little gnomes.
Yeah, I'm still. I haven't finished it yet. I'm not too far into it. But
just wait. There are so many parts where you feel like your heart's going to come out of your chest, and it's just you're there for it. You're so there for it. It's brilliant.
And yeah, it's just I loved everything about it. I love the way the camera moves as well. Like it's the way it like moves in between like the rooms. All of it, just amazing game. Can't believe it took me this long, but I'm here finally. And like I said, it went straight to my number 3 spot.
That's the way life works, though. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like there's so many games
I feel
out
like
there.
I knew I was going to love this, but yet everything else just kept getting in the way.
Yeah, but because you don't know, it's not a priority.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
That's like the same with the Planet of the Apes movies. Had I known how fucking amazing they were, I would have watched them a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game is brilliant, and I knew that it would be your jam just because
you told me so many times.
I know you so well, and I'm like, yeah, you would love that shit, man, because it's totally your thing. God,
Yeah.
I love it. I loved it too, but I believe that you would love it even more than I do.
Yeah, the little puzzles and stuff, but it's mostly just the design and the visuals of the whole thing. I'm just as soon as I started, I was all in.
These are golden. Like these games, back when these were released, we got review codes for them, and I did a review, or at least I did a review for the second one. I'm not sure about the first one, and I just praised it, and I still do to this day. I would recommend this to anyone who likes a good creepy story and some pretty awesome visuals and gameplay. Cool game.
Because I played Inside and Limbo
Yeah.
earlier, and I loved both of those as well. And I was like, next I'm going to do Little Nightmares, and then just other things got in the way. But yeah, like I said, I can't
Well,
fault
there's a
it.
new
I
one
love
coming,
everything
so
about it.
hurry up and get through this and Little Nightmares 2, because a new one coming from the same company. I can't remember what it's called.
That's what kicked me into gear a bit, because you talked about that on the show.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now either. But yeah, I'm like, I've got to play Little Nightmares 1 and 2 before that comes out, because I can see, because that's a co-op on the new one, right?
Oh, is it?
I think
Maybe.
it is.
I
Is
don't.
it?
I think it can be. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had a bit to drink tonight. It was just apple juice, I think, but that's starting to really affect. I might be allergic to apples. I don't know. It's starting to affect my memory.
But yeah, that's my number 3.
All right, brilliant choice, buddy. Right. Now what?
Number 2.
Oh, we're up to number 2. All right, let's see number 2.
Number 2.
Okay. All right, game of the year number 2 or top 5
Two.
anyway. I can't remember what to do. Oh, that's right, that one. Oh shit, I forgot to minimize that. It looks terrible. All right, my number 2 game of the year, I think, is this button. If it's not right, I need to drink some water. This is my number 2 game of the year. It is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Cool.
Very
When
cool.
this game originally came out back on the Xbox 360, I thought the gameplay was 10 out of 10. Absolutely amazing. However, the fact that the game would not allow any auto saves, and without going into it too much, if you died before being able to get back to a save point and save the game, anything that you did for the last hour or two, including boss battles, lost. And it would send you back. You would literally play this game for hours before being able to save it, and then you'd lose all of that. So like one night could be completely wiped from the game, which would give me the shit.
Mm.
So I stopped playing it, and I never finished it. Michael, you look like you're asleep, bro.
Oh, sorry, I was just sketching.
Oh, I'm glad you're paying attention, bro.
I'm listening, but I'm sorry. I
He's-
could do
He
something.
was just
with my hand.
tracing his penis.
Yeah, you're
I
not
was
the
just
voice of
doodling.
God tonight. You're actually on the show, motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember.
So I stopped playing it. So even though I absolutely loved it, I stopped playing it. And then they brought out the digital or deluxe remaster version, which changed all that.
Do you
It has
remember
a
what year it was
auto-save.
originally released in?
Look, I'd hazard a guess of 2006.
Okay.
That's a guess.
There,
Maybe
there was one. There was one. The reason why I'm asking is that there was one that was released in 2010 that it ended up getting pulled from shelves in Australia because of the violence and the blood and all that sort of stuff. You know, good old nanny state. Before being reintroduced, but when it was pulled from the shelves, I had my honeymoon in New Zealand and actually picked up a copy in New Zealand of the full unrated version of it, which is still sitting around here somewhere. So I'm pretty sure it was might have been on the PS3. No, it would have been a 4 back then, I think. I don't know.
No.
One of them. But yeah, that was the only one I played. The subs.
No, 2000. PS4 was like
No, that was
2000.
2012, wasn't it? So it would have been the 3.
No, not 2012. It was after that. It would have been 2014. PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last of Us was released in 2012.
2013. Last of Us.
Yeah, well, there you go. So PS3 it was.
Yeah, it would have been PS3. So that would have been Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, this is the original. This is like Dead Rising 1. It's like 2006, maybe 2007.
Yeah.
But it blew me away because I had never before in my life seen the amount of on-screen characters, like the amount of zombies that were in this game. I'd never seen that before in a video game. I thought this was absolutely groundbreaking that they had that much shit on screen and the game still worked. And for that time, Xbox 360 early days, like I'm pretty sure the Xbox 360 released in 2006, didn't it?
Sounds about right, yeah.
And to see this kind of game, now obviously this is the remaster, it looks a lot better now. but the fact that it ran with that many zombies on screen, I was blown away. But it was ruined by just, I lost so much time in the game just because I couldn't save the game. But this deluxe remaster, it fixed that. It obviously acknowledged it. And I think you can still play it the old way if you want.
No one wants that anymore.
Well, I fucking don't. I played it with the ability to auto save and all that sort of stuff. And I finished the game and it is absolutely amazing. There's cults, like this cult leader there. There's, like psychopaths, the clown, the butcher, all that. Like all of it is just absolutely amazing. It's a fun game to play. If you like zombie games, this is the go-to. This is a great one. Oh yeah, the police officer. It's fucking.
Yeah, I haven't played the remaster. I might have to give it a run. I loved the original.
Yeah, well, that's something you probably have access to on my Steam library. There you go. You're welcome.
Thanks, brother.
Azrael says, made sloppy noises when you shot it, though.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, that was a whole thing there. Talking about the dildo gun and then anal probe gun.
Oh, from Saints Row. Saints Row 3 was amazing too, yeah.
Yeah, because as was saying, was that Dead Rising 3 with the dildo gun?
Dead Rising 3 was.
Saints 3 had the anal probe gun.
But it also, it had a dildo on a stick. I called it a dilly on a stick. It was a melee weapon. And you could hit people with it. And it was like all floppy and stuff.
Was it number 2 when you could actually grab different things and make your own like weapons? Was that
Dead
number
Rising?
2 of this? Yeah.
Yes.
You get the pole and you could like attach chainsaws to them and you could make your own custom weapons from stuff you found.
In the first one, you could get crazy weapons. In the second one, Dead Rising 2, you could also craft crazy shit. Yeah. And you would find blueprints.
Going out of the mall at night and there'd just be zombies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like on that little grassy out.
Yep, where it had the water feature in the middle and stuff.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, this is a mistake. You run back in, they'd be everywhere in there too. It was that feeling of just getting swarmed.
But that's it there on the screen. There's the psychopaths in the Jeep.
Yep.
They were out in that outdoor area.
Yeah. Yeah, good game.
Very good. All right. What are you guys? Snoogs.
Number 2.
Number 2 for Snoogs.
Getting near the pointy end. Are we getting excited or what?
Look,
You're
to be honest
excited.
with
You should
you,
feel these nipples.
I'm getting drunk.
Was that apple juice straight?
It was straight apple juice, bro.
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah. I don't drink very often.
I'll need some more of Wraithy's kryptonite.
All right. Oh god, cheap dog. All right, number 2 for Patrick. What do we got? Helldivers.
Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead and Sony. I have not had this much fun with friends in a long time. It was a game that was easy for you to, once we worked out of the kinks, was easy to get into and play with others. Again, this is another game, much like I've gone blank. Lethal Company. Yeah, much like Lethal Company, that will quite quickly turn players into 5-star voice actors. And it was just good, stupid fun. And really, that's what I've been wanting out of games this year, is just to be able to have fun and enjoy myself, have a bit of a story, have a bit of a laugh to go along with it. And yeah, the fact that I got to share it with mates as well, that's a big tick from me.
And I will save Luke playing the thing again. This is also my number 2. I have never seen a game unite the gaming community as much as this game did this year. Like any social media, there was Helldivers 2 stuff everywhere, and everyone's like, we do it for the creek, and it for democracy, and give them a dose of liberty, and everyone doing the salutes, and
well, even the amount of weird social media shit we put out for it, just was us just having fun.
And it was so much fun. It was one of the, and I've got a note here, PvE co-op, we need more. Like it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
It was just one of those games we could all just jump into together. We didn't have to stress about, being on our A game and sweats and all that kind of stuff. You could just all go in together and just have a blast, delivering a dose of liberty to these undemocratic planets.
Yep.
And it was just so much fun. It was also really well priced. I thought it was great value. They had a really good approach to the battle pass where, as the seasons went on, you could still just unlock stuff from old battle passes. So I thought the whole approach to the game was really cool. And also the bug design was amazing. It's one of those ones I've been thinking about recently that I need to go back and play some more again because, it consumed me for a while there.
Well, the good thing about Helldivers 2 is that in an age where games came out broken as fuck, this game came out guns firing, and even ignoring the ridiculous yet amazing puns that this game just absolutely created, like liberty and all that sort of, that sort of stuff. It was just amazing fun. Now, I will claim I'm an OG of Helldivers. I was there when the original Helldivers came out on the PS4, which had an isometric or top-down view to it. And I enjoyed it back then. And Helldivers 2 is essentially exactly the same game. They just changed the camera angle, which essentially I feel like just boosted it into absolute new territory. And
so many more people would be playing it because of the camera angle change.
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
because it makes it look like more of a AAA game versus something that's top down. And I thought it was amazing. I got a lot of time out of this game, and I enjoyed playing it with you guys. It was a good co-op game that you can play with your mates, and it had like varying difficulty as well. You could play it and make sure it was accessible, or if you got to the point where you wanted to really push yourself, you could smash the difficulty levels up there. Absolute amazing game, and it brought us all in. And now I think we got a review code for this, didn't we, Pat?
Yeah.
We did. However, besides that, like ignoring that, I would have. I'm just trying to think. Did I buy it? I don't know. Did we get multiple codes? I don't even remember.
We got multiple codes. Yeah.
Okay. If I didn't get a code, I was buying it anyway. So none of this is because we got free stuff or anything like that. The game.
No, the game's been proven that it did the job that it set out to do, and it did it exceptionally well.
Yeah. Well, like the biggest flaw or complaint that it had was that it was so popular, everybody underestimated, like even the developers.
There was a couple of times where we couldn't get on,
and you couldn't get in because they like maxed out their server player count or whatever it is, and people all over the world were like, I just want to play, and people couldn't get in. But they
just kept trying to get in.
They'd increase it, and then that would max out. They'd increase it again, it would max out. It took a hold of.
It was a powerhouse. It was an absolutely amazing game.
Yeah.
And it was
that's why it's
PC
my
and
number 2.
PlayStation only.
PC and PlayStation, yeah.
Because
So you
I
didn't have
remember at the
numbers
time
for
everyone
Xbox.
talking about like calling in, release it on Xbox because we need to call in all the Halo players to make sure we can hold the creek. What was that, Malevolent Creek or whatever it was?
Oh yeah,
we kept losing. But yeah, just the way like how everyone also worked together to secure sections of the galaxy or whatever.
Yeah.
Just that,
Great
the way
game.
that the way it brought everyone together onto the same mission was really cool.
Very, very good choice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that? What are we up to? Is that all? That's all of our twos, because that was the same for you,
That's
wasn't
all
it?
our twos, yeah.
Oh shit! Well, I think we're up to game of the year.
We are.
Game of the year.
Let's go. How are we going? Is everyone there? Oh, we got more people now watching. I think maybe
They're
everyone's
all watching.
They're all fucking hanging out to find out if they win the big giveaway. They're like suffering through us talking about video games.
It's like, how dare you?
Like, well, it's coming. It's coming right after this next section where we talk about game of the year.
If you're not here when he draws it, it's a redraw, so you better stick around.
It's like RSL rules.
RSL rules.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go with my game of the year first.
Game of the year, mate. Game of the year. What is it?
All right. Well, it's not going to be fantastic anymore because it's the wrong button.
Giving himself a bit of fanfare.
Yeah, just put it up.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. But anyway.
Bringing up the tension. That's the way.
All right. So this is my game of the year.
It's the same one again. I was going to go tell you to drink of water. Very good choice, Luke. Very good choice.
Very good. Yep.
Too many. Yes. All right. Well, we don't need to go through that again. But it just had the perfect amount of satire and gameplay and fanfare and fun with friends. So yeah, Helldivers 2 was my game of the year for 2024. Congratulations to whoever it was that made that. I can't remember their name.
That's Arrowhead Studios and
Go Arrowhead.
published by Sony.
Very good. Good game of the year. All right. Well, they don't get much fanfare now because we kind of wasted it on number 2. All right.
I'm going to steal your thunder there, Luke.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves, both of you. All right, Pat, your number 1 game of the year?
My number 1 game of the year is a bit of one that come from the side, really.
Did I press play?
Did you press play? It doesn't look like you did.
No, do you want me to press play?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's find out what it is. Oh, a fancy little title.
Ooh.
No, fancy.
Worthy of the number 1 spot.
Worthy. So this is the Plucky Squire.
Okay.
This is
Isn't that good?
It is that good. I did not want to stop playing it. I did not want to stop playing it. I did not want to put it down.
You need to disclose how much have you been paid?
Nothing.
It's that good.
This is a game I needed when it came out.
Okay.
I have got it on PC. I have also picked it up on the PS5. It's just a good quality game that's made really well. It's got a really good story to it, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since I played it.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's just a really cool game, and it's not something that I would normally get excited about.
That's really cool.
Being that it's a 2D platformer, but the platform elements, and then the fact that you've got to, you jump in and out of this book that's on a
page. Could you have made these
page.
videos go more than a fucking 30 seconds?
I tried to keep it short because last time they were too long. Look, the puzzles where you've actually got to jump in and out of the page of this book that's on the table, and manipulate the book to then manipulate things that are on the page to be able to progress through to the next page of the book, because you're writing a story as you go about it. It's just, it clicked with me. I don't know how to describe it. It absolutely clicked. I've got it on 2 systems now. I've played it a lot, and the fact that, for a game like this, for me to play it consistently until I finished it from start to finish and went straight through it, I absolutely really enjoyed it.
Look at the chat. Radicus, this looks great. AJ, this looks cute as. Kaisercade, wish listing this right now.
Sorry, A10.
Grimps.
And
the
you
big
know
thing,
what?
Big
The
thing too,
fact that
Aussie
this is
developer.
your game of the year makes me think I should try it.
Yeah, I agree, Luke. It looks really cool. Like,
It does
everything
look
I'm
cool.
seeing here looks amazing.
And I've seen this before, but I kind of just went, okay, yeah, it looks great, whatever, moving on. But the fact that this has trumped everything that you've played this year and that's your game of the year makes me think, oh, maybe I should give it a try.
Yep. And it's been my game of the year since August, I think it was when I played it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, good choice. But
I love the art style. Looks
I mean,
That's
really
that's the
cute.
thing. Like everything about it is so well made, and just
like
it
even
was
the crease of
exactly-
the book.
yeah, and it was exactly what I needed from a game while I played it. So really, the little quirks, the little like the crease of the book, the fact that you go from page to page. When you go into a darkened area, the entire thing is black, and like the entire page is black until you walk through it with your little light, and then it leaves it darkened, like leaves a lighter grey section through the darked out part where you've just walked. Well, it's really well done, really well done.
I think this
Yeah, that's
episode's going to fucking cost me money. I've got a few games I need to buy now.
Well, this is on our share.
Oh, fantastic!
Thank
I
God
love
we're
this.
related in the
Yeah,
same
that's
family.
right.
Thank God we're all the same
Brother
family.
Snoogs, Brother Grimm.
Yeah.
Wait, the brother's Grimm.
Thank you, brother.
That reminds
you,
me of
brother.
something. Anyway, all right. Well, I think that leaves us to work out what Michael's game of the year is.
Mm.
Mm.
So, what 2018 special have you got for us?
I'm catching up still, all right? Leave me alone.
That's all right. That's all right. That's good.
So my game of the year, I only good guess as it's not House Flipper. I should have mentioned that in my honorable mentions because I sunk a lot of time into that.
Mhm.
My one I've only just started playing recently, but it is that fucking perfect that it instantly became my game of the year, and that is Alan Wake 2.
Oh,
That game is so beautiful, so just cinematic, immersive. Like the narrative is gripping. There's good occasional jump scares. Again, it's that whole mood, that vibe. I just love it. What do they call it? The mind place. So when she can go in and
oh yeah.
track all the clues and as the investigations unfolding. I thought that
Yeah.
was a really awesome concept. But it's this 13 years after the original, and I feel like worth the wait. This was just, I haven't finished it yet. So
yeah, this game
no
falls
spoilers.
into the same territory as Alien Isolation for me. Too good for its own good.
yeah,
I think the game's absolutely brilliant, and for its brilliance, I can't play it. It makes me too fucking uncomfortable. I made every excuse in the world after purchasing it. I bought it at full price. And I made every excuse in the world to not play it because if I dropped down my manly guard, I was too fucking scared to play it. It made me too uncomfortable. And that makes
the
me annoyed.
atmosphere is so good.
It is so brilliant. I can't play it. And that's the same as Alien Isolation. It's too good for its own good.
Mm.
So I
And it's one of
completely
the-
understand.
It's just one of the
that
better
review
looking
is
games.
why I haven't picked it up yet.
See, I love the I love a good scary game, and yeah, this more so the story and the way it's unfolding has got me hooked. Like it's just like I said, that kind of the mood and the vibe of it all, the way the two the two very different worlds and stories are kind of coexisting and blending, and yeah. I just love it. This is as close to a perfect game as it can get for me. And yeah, that's my number one.
Very good choice. I wish
good.
it could have been mine, but
And I think that actually came out this year, didn't it? So I actually picked a game that came out this year.
yeah, I can't remember. Did it? I'll take your word for it.
Did it? I don't know.
Let's have a look. I'll
You double checking?
I'll call the judge.
Righto. Make it quick. 18 confirmed it.
Yeah, it did. There we go. Boom.
That'll do. We'll take his word for it. Great game.
Yeah.
Hateful price.
If you don't mind something a bit scary, you love a good story, and beautiful graphics, and you know that kind of those horror vibes. Definitely, if you haven't played it yet, give this a
detective
go.
work in there as well.
Yeah, the detective stuff's cool too.
All right, so we had Helldivers 2, we had the Plucky Squire, and Alan Wake 2 were our picks. What were your picks?
Yeah.
Are they similar to ours? Probably not. But whatever they are absolutely valid, because as I always say, it's your game of the year. You choose.
That is.
You have anything. Doesn't even need to be a game that came out this year. As long as it's the game you played this year. And if it's absolutely amazing, feel free to pop it in the chat or pop it in the Discord and we can talk about it later. I'm fucking getting phantom cockroaches on my foot.
Phantom roach pain.
Yeah. And we can continue a conversation in the Discord. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I don't know anything about that game, but I know you probably reckon it's awesome. Go on your spaceys. All right. Well, I think that's it for the main portion of the show, which is probably good because it's been going for 2 hours. I think
That's
it's
it.
time.
Thanks very much for watching. See you next year.
Oh yeah, let's. Oh wait, God, controller. Let's keep it for ourselves. Oh fuck! I forgot to press the button. Never mind.
This
All
one,
right,
you already said it to me. He said it was mine.
He's joking. Sleeping Dogs. That's an old game, but is an awesome game. All right, well, let's do this last part of the show. Okay,
Let's do it.
Let's give a special thanks to all of our friends, viewers, members, and anyone else who supports us in any way. Thank you. We love you. Pat said in his video that without you guys, we wouldn't be here. I said bullshit. We probably would be here still, just with less people watching us. That's a fact.
No, we wouldn't.
Maybe? Yeah, you're probably right. I'd probably go, fucking no one's watching. Fuck this shit. Turn it. Let's go and fucking play video games. Fucking stupid shit. But anyway, that's not how it is. We've got some amazing people that come and join us every week, every fortnight even. So Merry Christmas to everyone and have a happy and safe New Year. So that way you can come back and support us next year. That's the only reason. Oh yeah, Radicus keeps us all in check. That's why, yeah, absolutely. Like you are the worst for keeping people in check. You are a rough nut, Radicus, but we love you all the same. All right, it's time to draw out the winner of the big giveaway.
Oh,
Big giveaway. Who's it going to be? Straight out of the little baggie.
Little baggie. It's not weed. It's little pieces of paper with all your names written on it.
Yes.
So calm down, Michael.
No, I could tell it's the weed.
The paper is infused with weed.
All right, it's all well mixed up. I was looking at the entries, and the person with the most entries was Atan. Wouldn't that fuck?
Catching all those stars.
All right, I got one.
Yep.
But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be Atan.
Keep it on camera.
Oh.
No, sorry, I'm just saying you don't want them. Oh, yep. We're not going to be able to read that.
Yeah, you will.
Oh!
It's Atan! Woo!
Well done, buddy. Congratulations. Satan wins.
It's not going to focus now. Fuck it. Woo! The Bradbury. All right, now, Atan, I want you there. So I need you to put in the chat. Do you want the Xbox or the PlayStation controller? Congratulations, buddy. Well, if you haven't decided, you can let me know later, I suppose, but tell me now.
No, we want an answer now.
Damn it. Right now.
PlayStation or Xbox? Fuck PlayStation, Xbox, please. Excellent, because they were on special for Black Friday and I already bought it.
Did you really?
Yes.
Okay, that's not your box.
It was like $100 cheaper.
Okay. Fair.
I'm like, for
Nice.
$100 cheaper, I'm taking the fucking gamble. Yeah.
You got to ride on it like you did with the Switch that I won in previous
Oh, I
years.
did too. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll sign it. With
Which I
the
think was
dick.
A10's idea. Yeah, you drew a dick all over it. Like, don't let him resell it.
didn't.
Congrats, Grim, you drew dicks on it.
He didn't draw it. He traced it.
You traced it, yeah.
Christ. How'd you see it then?
I'll probably
Oh.
right here, actually.
Well, God, well, I feel bad for everyone else though. Commiserations, I suppose.
Yes.
I really
Oh.
wish that we had the funds that we could give out a whole heap more, but
It was a close one, though, wasn't it? In terms of like total votes, it wasn't like A10 was a.
well, A10 had 15 more than Wraithy.
Ooh.
15 more entries than Wraithy.
I was
There's lots of entries in there.
There
was backing
over
Medargo for
over
a dark horse win
yeah,
because he
well,
got a few this year, I reckon.
yeah, Medargo. Well, I think the top three from memory was A10, Wraithy, and Medargo. I think they were the top three entry
Radicus
earners.
would have been close if he wasn't top three.
No, Radicus was definitely up there too. And then it like dropped significantly. Those guys like had the majority of all the entries. But,
Those guys are the ones that are always here supporting us. So
The week in, week
thank
out,
you.
guessing
Well, yeah.
everything,
thank
catching
you.
all the stars.
I know it's only a little bit that we can give back, like only the one of yous every year. But you know, obviously, it's sort of limited. But we do
Who
what we can.
knows?
Next year,
year we
18
might
might
not.
be up here and we'll be a four-man one, and then someone else can win.
Yeah, well, that's why we brought Michael on board, is to fucking
To keep
to
winning everything.
to stop him from being able to enter.
Yeah, I felt so bad. I won like everything.
Oh,
in the
but
year.
we can kick you off the show now, Michael, and you still can't win because it's current and past hosts or members of the AGExp like crew, sort of, so to speak. So
Yeah,
we might
That's all right.
kick you to the gutter now, and you still can't fucking win.
so be it.
I could never do that. Just kidding, I could.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, totally could. But yeah,
18 gets
congratulations
half
to
entries
A10.
next year. No, we can't do that. Because we want him to be a member and pay every month.
You watch him kids.
Oh, what
As you
happened?
finally won, I'm out of here.
Oh, I had a bit of a fucking lag spike on the computer then. Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
because
wish.
that's because that turned off. That's why. We'll leave it off so it doesn't do it again. All right. Well, congratulations, A10. Hard effort, big effort from you. You turned
Big
up,
effort.
turned up almost every week. I think there might have been one, maybe two that you missed, and always like fucking went hard in the games, which is
I gotta admit though, the funniest thing with A10 all year was him voting for Snoogs week in,
Oh, yes.
week out on versus non-stop. And then the one week he decided, I'm gonna vote for Luke. Snoogs won.
and then he's like,
I had
never
it.
again.
I had it ready in the chat. Sucked in 18, you slimy turncoat. As soon as the vote came in, I'm like, as soon as this ends, I'm fucking hitting enter. But yeah,
That
congratulations,
was
buddy. Well done.
hilarious. All right.
Brilliant.
Well, that pretty much brings 2024 of the AGExp Show to an end. So, fucking, I love you guys. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and joining us. Pat, I absolutely love you. I even, in a drunken state, and at our Christmas party, I leant over to your wife. I don't know if you heard me. You probably did. I was probably really loud. I leant over to your wife and I said, I love that guy. And pointed at you. And she just looked at me and goes, I know you do. Like,
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
yeah.
Yes. Much love from me as well, mate. It's definitely a good place to be around here. Good fun.
Absolutely. And then I leant over to your wife, Grim, and I said, your husband's a cunt.
She probably
You
agreed.
agreed with me?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. Oh, God.
No, I
And then he stood up
absolutely
at
love
the end
you
of the
too.
table and went, "You want to see my pecker?"
No, that never happened, and thankfully that I
didn't
never
happen?
did that either.
Not this year.
No, that was in Melbourne when I got my scrote out.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That happened.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Deary me. All right.
And also, can I just say thanks to you guys for putting on the show every week, every fortnight, I should say. And Luke, obviously, you do a lot of work in the back end, getting it all prepped and everything. And
All the technical stuff.
your tireless dedication is much appreciated, not just by me and Snoogs, but everyone in the chat. So, thank you
Thank
for
you, brother.
entertaining us, you two.
Thank you.
Yeah, love it.
How
you,
fun
mate.
is it when I crack this shit?
Yeah.
I,
is pretty good.
I know you guys enjoy it because even though sometimes I'm hamming it up for the camera, 98% of the time I'm actually just got the shits. You fuckers are all
And
laughing.
it's those 98% that we go, fucking, hey,
Keep that going. Stoke the fire.
keep it going. There you go, go. You know what?
All right, motherfucker, before you piss me off, let's bring
This
the
is
show
where he
home.
bashes the desk and ends the show instantly.
It just
That was
turns
a
it off.
power supply issue. I've changed the power supply on my computer, so that shouldn't happen anymore. I'm not going to test it.
No, no.
Bring the show home, Patrick.
That's all from us, and we will see you next year. While you're still here, though, why not hit that like button and show us some love? If you haven't yet, be sure to hit the subscribe and tickle the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video goes live. Links for all our socials are in the description, wherever you're watching or listening along. Once again, a big, big thank you for everyone for all their support this year, whether it's been you guys live, people listening along at home, and even the companies that have been sending us the information and keeping us in the loop. It's been another great year. But that is it. As always, I've been Snoogs.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Michael.
See us next year. Bye-bye.
Merry
Bye-bye,
Christmas,
dude.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
The AGExp Show, here we go, video games, movies, pop culture's all we know. Tune in, turn